Good day and welcome to the Drunkard's Path. We are now celebrating our first year anniversary and we're really excited about that. We went through a lot this year, learned a lot, and we want to say thank you to everybody that supported us, gave really lovely comments and encouragement, and we really appreciate it, and we look forward to our second year. To get started, I wanted to say congratulations to our winner of the spring giveaway, and that was the quilt kit that we were showing in our videos. And our winner is Alma Martin. And we've contacted Alma and we're going to get that out to you straight away. And we also have the winner of the charm pack that we showed last week from our video, which that video, it just exploded. It was excellent. Thank you so much for everybody that left comments and gave us likes and shares, and it was just really nice to see the community really growing. So the winner of this charm pack is Julie Rhino, and we'll get this to you, Julie, right away. I just want to say we love making these videos for everybody, and our main goal is to give as much free content as we can, pointing to like the sew-alongs, quilt-alongs, showing you the tutorials, everything that we can think of to get everybody engaged and getting creative with sewing and quilting and cross-stitch. That's the main goal of these videos, and we can't thank everybody enough for your support. And so if you like what you see, give us a like, share, and subscribe. For this video, we are going to give away this little it's called the Spooky Witch. It's just a little cross stitch, and in it comes this, it's a tin. You get the floss, a needle, the fabric, and the pattern. So we just thought we'd give this a little giveaway. So if you would like to leave a comment, say whatever you want, and you'll be in the running for this little cross stitch. To celebrate our first year anniversary, Angeles is going to tell you about the sale that we have coming up.
Okay, so we have another sale for you today. This time it's for our anniversary, our first anniversary, and it's 20% off your order. Just use the code DP24 at checkout. There should be a little box where you can put your discount code or gift card. It says that. And this goes until April the 20th.
Okay, for our next big giveaway, starting now until the June the 30th, we're going to give away 12 fat quarters, and that's going to come from the collections of a Strawberry Lemonade by Shelley and Chelsea and Seashore Drive from Shelley and Chelsea. So there'll be a total of 12 fat quarters with a combination of those two collections, and they go together quite well. So every time you make it, you place an order, you will be in the running for that giveaway. So see the photo of the fat quarter bundle that we're going to give away. New to the shop. Okay, we finally have batting. So we have there, I think it's 90 inches wide and it's 80/20 natural cotton batting. So that is new. So have a look on the website if you are in the need of some batting. We have it. I'm really excited because now we finally have Kona's color of the year. I have been checking on that site over and over because they've been sold out. So I finally got a hold of a bolt, and it is called, I think it's Mint Julep, and this is the color. So we have a nice full bolt of that. It's a really pretty color. And I also have a couple of the 10-inch squares. Again, the same color. And there's a charm pack. We also have a couple of colors from Confetti Cottons. And this one's called Riley Coral, which is a really pretty peachy color. And the last bolt we have here, another Confetti Cotton, and it's called Cadet. So I want to show you all three together because, wow, when I put them together, they actually make a really nice quilt combination. Or even, you know, if you put borders on the outside, you could put 3 smaller size borders, and I think they look really sharp. We have 2 little charms. These are zipper pulls. These are new to the shop. We have a new pattern called Acorn Love quilt pattern. Here's a Lori Holt pattern called Quilter's Cottage. It's a book, and it shows you how to make all of the blocks in this quilt. So it gives you step-by-step instructions on how to do everything in here. And Lori Holt's books are great because at the end there's always extra projects. So you have pillows and table runners. So that's all in this book. So I really, really like her books because they always have those extra bonus projects. And I have some, it's called Clover Wonderfuse. So if you do applique, this stuff is really great for doing applique on your blocks. I actually am doing one right now where I'm using this, so when that's all completed I'll show you, but it's a nice way to keep your pieces down so they don't shift when you're doing either hand applique or on your machine. Okay, I've been keeping up on my blocks, so we have the next one by Socialites. It's called Simplicity Block by Vanessa Gertsen, and that was an intermediate, and actually it was pretty easy. So this is the block, the completed block, and this is block number 17. So we're getting there for that Socialites. There's only, I think, 8 to go. So it'll look really great when it's all done. I did print out the latest block from Sherry McConnell on A Quilting Life. And again, it's the first Monday of every month. And I was gonna make this block, and then I watched Sherry's video, and I went, oh, she showed a tool. It was a Creative Grids ruler that does, let me see, it's this block, this section in here. It's called Cat's Cradle. Oh, sorry, this one right here. And it's a little bit tricky to do. I've done them before, and it's a trickier type of a little unit to do. So when I saw her using this Creative Grids ruler, I ordered it for myself, and I know it's going to make it a lot easier, and it's going to make it absolutely perfect. So when I go to sew those 4 sections together, that they'll just go and they'll look just great. So I'll probably do a tutorial when I do this block just to show everybody how this tool works, as well as I also have the Flying Geese tool. So that's how I do the outside border. I've used that Flying Geese tool, and that's really nice because everything is just nice and squared off. So I will do that tutorial when that ruler comes in. Okay, the next block for the Riley Blake 2023 is called Honey Blossom by Lori Holt. This one wasn't too bad. It's colorful. It has, you know, your sew and flip on each side here. That was probably the trickiest part, was doing that right there. That's not too bad, the pinwheel. And then you just put it all together, and this is what you get. Okay, I got my quilt back from the quilters, and from Wendy Doran. She quilted the one that I showed on the last video. I just had the top done. I didn't have it all quilted, and I sent it over to her place, and it turned out so darn cute. So that's Doran Quilting, and she did a great job. But anyway, it's all little ghosts all over. I don't know, and also probably zoom in so you can probably see it a little better on the black. But oh, it's so darn cute. I am really happy with this one, and I use orange binding for it. So this one is completed. Now I'm just going to show you the back because you'll be able to see it a little bit better. This is my my piece backing, and you can see on the gray, look at those ghosts. Aren't they just the cutest? I think this one turned out really good, and I'm happy. And this one comes from the Perfect 10 book by It's So Emma. I have another quilt finish, and this one comes from the Perfect 5 quilt book from It's So Emma, and it was the gingerbread house, I think it was called. Anyway, it uses charm packs. So the other one, the Perfect 10, uses the layer cakes. This one uses the charm packs. And I got this really cute, it was another Halloween one, but I can't remember the name of the actual charm pack, but I have it written in my book. But this is how this one turned out. And it's really cute. It has a little houses with I guess that's a little garage beside it, but and I quilted this myself by just using that serpentine stitch. And then I put a black border on it. So I'm going to hold it up. And again, on my backing, I want to use up those scraps, those extra pieces. So I just kind of grab the bigger pieces that I have left. And this is the back. And it might take a little extra time, but at least you can get rid of some of those big scraps that you have. The next two projects that I finished, they're a spring theme. And what I get a newsletter from the Featherweight shop. And they have some of the cutest patterns on there. So you don't have to own a Featherweight to shop there. You can actually look and see their little patterns. And they're most of them, I think, are PDFs. So you can get them like right away. But they had this one called Little Chickens. We'll put a link to their website so you can see all the really cute patterns they have. So this is just for the block. And what I did was I made a pillow out of the little chicks. So it's so darn cute. So I just had a couple of buttons and I made the chicks with the yellow and the brown and then just used the envelope closing. So I thought that one turned out really cute. And right now I have it displayed upstairs in my front hallway with the rest of my, well, there's still Easter stuff up there, but I'll probably keep it up most of the month. This next wall hanging that I have, again, it came from the Featherweight shop. And with, now that we're in April, I had this really cute little rain boots. At our guild, they were selling some fabric and somebody brought in, I think it was 6 fat quarters of this particular fabric. And I thought it was so darn cute and it was perfect for this quilt right here. I don't know about you guys, but I've been really busy these last couple of weeks, but I got a lot done. Okay, on to the cross stitch portion. I don't know if you're aware of it, but recently in Tennessee they have Stitch Market. And what that is all the new cross stitch patterns that are coming out that all the designers of the cross stitch patterns, they get together and they meet in Tennessee each year and they have a huge sale for all of the shop owners. Now I don't go down personally, but I like to get a few of the new things coming out. And while during that time, they sell this Happiness is Homemade. It's a cookbook, but this is all the designers. They submit a cross stitch pattern. So not only do you get the cooking recipes, you also get all these really cute cross stitch. But I did buy this book, and I know a lot of these stitch shops will sell this, but once they're out, they're out. So I got this one off Fat Quarter Shop, but I know there's a lot of places that do carry this book, and I thought, what a great idea. So also from Stitch Market, this pattern was a new one. It's called Hester's Easter Jumper. So after I finished my last Easter cross stitch, I started this one. I'm not done, but I got a good start on it. And I think this is 38 count linen, and it's supposed to be 1 thread over 2, like 1 over 2. So what I use 2 over 2 because I like doing the loop method when I'm doing doing my cross stitch, and I stitch 1x at a time. But it doesn't look bad that I've doubled up on the thread. I think it would be a little sparse if I didn't, but that's just my personal preference. So Hester's darn cute. She's getting there. Next is the let me see, Shelf Life that Fat Quarter Shop puts out. You get 1 pattern each month. So this one for March was a bird and a nest. So I've got that one completed, and that one is done here. So I got an email recently saying that they're running behind for the month of April. So what I'm going to do to get kind of ready for it is that I'll do the shelf, and I'll do the jar and the lid, and I'll just have the inside. So hopefully by next video I'll have it done, but we'll see how quickly I can get the pattern. It takes probably a week or so to get mailed to Canada. It's a fun stitch though. Okay, this one is super cute. This is also from Stitch Market, and this was from Primrose Cottage. I picked up this book, and it's 12 monthly minis, and they are just so cute, and then it's a quick stitch. So I'm gonna make all of these pillows. I did get the first one done, which was January. So let me see, what did I do it on? 28 count linen. And this is the first one. I guess it goes this way. So it's a good sized piece of linen, and I'll be able to get all 12 on here. But this is the first one. I didn't iron this piece because I'm just going to keep working on it. But that's the first one, and maybe I'll have one or two for the next time. And I'll show you the completed pillows. And here's the thread that I'm using. Oops, a little bit of a mess. But that is for the first one. Then I'll pull threads for as I go. And this is a little bag that I made. So it's not one of the bigger bags, but it does fit like the smaller patterns, and then you can just fold up your cross stitch and fit it in there. Okay, this next one again is this one was put out by Fat Quarter Shop, and what it is, it's called Moonbeams, and they put it's a free stitch along, and they ask if you wanted to, I mean, you don't have to, but if you want to donate to Make-A-Wish when you get your pattern, because you can download the pattern for free, but there's a link there on Fat Quarter Shop that brings you to the Make-A-Wish, and you can just donate, like, you know, they say 20, but you know, $5, $10, they'll take whatever. Like, it is just a, you know, a nice way to you know, support that charity. So what I did was I got, they show these in steps. So release 1 was the border. So that was for the month of March. So the month of April we'll have this section here. So my start looks like this. So I got the border done. And this is 28 count Monaco, which we sell this in the shop. This is hand dyed, and we do that right here. And I think it looks, I like this color. Now they're showing it on this color of a background, and I looked at the threads. I'm gonna hold them up. This is the thread pack, and this thread pack actually looks pretty nice on this lighter blue. So I'm going to continue with this one. So this one, I think it's completed in July. So, and I got this little box. It comes with the thread pack, so you can look on Fat Quarter Shop for that if you wanted to jump in on this cross stitch along. Okay, for the next one, this is the one that I've been waiting to get done. I showed you the completed cross stitch on the last video, but I said I had a really special way to finish it. So I made this for our little granddaughter, Thea. This is on like a replicated antique wooden box, and I put the cross stitch piece on, I use cardstock, but I put like 3 layers, so it was nice and stiff. I added batting. I turned it all around here, and I centered it as best I can, because linen, it's tricky. But I got it on there, and I used some heavy duty double-sided tape to put it down onto this, because it is a wooden box, and I thought it looked so cute. It fit just perfectly on there. And this is the front of the box, and inside of it, let me see here, this is what I put on the lid on the inside. Now that's Thea's initials, and I did it like I kind of quilted a little piece, and then I put some rickrack all the way around. So this is for when she gets a little bit older and she can put all her little treasures in this box. I think it turned out really, really nice. Now here's our tutorial on the Spring Posy Pouch. Enjoy! Today I'm going to show you how to make the Spring Posy Pouch. It looks like this. This is a pattern that you get from the Moda website. It is a paid-for pattern. I think it was $10 and change, something like that. Well, we'll link this below so you can have so you can find it on their website. And it's a lot of fun to make. It's very springy, and we're going to use our new Strawberry Lemonade fabric line that we just got in. So I did this first to make sure that I had my head wrapped around on how to do it. So first things I did was I got all my stuff together. I will go over the materials needed I'm not going to give you the cut lengths of the fabric, but for this pouch you need 2 pink fat 16ths, 1 yellow fat 16th, 1 green fat 16th, 1 fat quarter background, 1 fat quarter lining, 1 12-inch zipper or longer, and and you need some batting. So if you want to have the fusible, or I don't normally use the fusible, I just use the regular and pin it, and it seems to work okay for me. And I have my zipper, and here's all the cut pieces. So everything is out in front of me, and the first thing that I'm going to show, and we have the rulers here, and I use a pencil to mark my sew and flip when I draw from, I just go corner to corner, just a light pencil mark. I have used friction pen in the past, but because you never ever see this line, I don't think it really matters. Like, some people may not be comfortable with putting a pencil because it is a permanent line, but it's on the back of the fabric and it's on the inside. I just have never seen it, and I'm going to stick with it because it's very accurate, this particular mechanical pencil. So I just draw my line with that, and then I will sew on the line. So, also I couldn't see it, kind of blended in. I have this template to do the rounded corners. So when you go to cut out this piece, after you sew everything and you want to get ready to sew the front to the back and the lining all together, is that you will draw that arc on. This is a 2 1/4 inch circle. Now if you don't have a 2 1/4 inch circle, this pattern does have the template on the inside, so you can use that. But you might even find maybe a glass or something around that you just want to all you want to do is be able to mark the outside. So I found that this one here, and this one comes from, this is June Taylor Mix and Match Templates for Quilters. So these are all different size circles that I have. So I just took one out of there, and it was a 2 1/4. So that worked out perfect for me. First thing that we need to do is do our sew and flip. So it tells me on the pattern to lay it out, and you just put your A's and the B's. So whatever color you choose to make that inside part of the flower. So you have to make sure that you sew things on the right way because they will all go together. So what I do is I'm going to take these 4, and I'm just going to draw a line. So if you have another tool that helps you sew diagonally, or corner to corner, that's fine. Like some washi tape, or I don't know, maybe a foot, something that shows you how. I think drawing in the line actually helps you be a little more accurate. So I just do a nice light pencil line like that, and there. Okay, so we have all 4 of those done, and what I'm gonna do, let's see here. So we have to go, make sure you have them turned the right way. So facing out, and then these 2 are going to be on this side. So when you're sewing the sew and flip, you're going to line that as exact as you can, and you should not be able to see the other fabric peeking out from any side. And then you're going to sew straight on that line. And when you're done, you're going to cut 1/4 inch away. And that's when you're going to do the flip. And you're going to iron it back down like that. So it's pretty simple. So I'm going to do all 4 sides. And I'm going to make sure, if you want to pin it. Some people put a little dab of glue, so it stays like the fabric glue. Don't just use any old glue. Get some sort of fabric glue and pin it in place. I'm fairly confident that when I do it, I can keep it keep it pretty steady. So if I was doing a bigger one, then yeah, I would pin it. But when something this small, I don't normally. So I'm going to go over to my sewing machine. I have it set at a 1.5 stitch length. I like to have it nice and tight, so when you do this sew and flip, it doesn't unravel on either end. So I'll be right back. So you can see I've got them all 4 sewn. So now I'm gonna put my ruler on, right on the line. There's a dash line here on the Creative Grids ruler, and that's exactly 1/4 inch. So I'm gonna put the dash line on there and cut it off and go all the way around and do each one of them. One more. Okay. Now we're going to slide the iron over, and I'm going to show you how I iron open. Flip it over. Going to open up the seam, and we're just going to place the iron like that, and we'll give it a good press when I get all 4 done. And one more. Okay, just going to hold that there. Don't really iron it, just press it down like that. And then if you have a clapper, put your clapper on there. That will really lie those seams down. So it is calling for quite a bit of the sew and flip. So now I just wanted to show you how I do it. So when I flip it back over, it's pretty good. It's pretty square. So leave it like that. So I'm going to shift that back. And I'm going to do the other sew and flips. And I'll be back after that. So now I've done all my sew and flips. So I'm just going to turn that over to show you that I have ironed open. So, and then I look carefully at my picture, at my diagram, and this is how it all is going to be laid out. I did this bag. I did a mistake. I did not put green in the bottom, but it still looks fine. But I see where my mistake was, so. This one is correct, where you have all the leaves, the green part goes down there. So now I'm going to sew this all together, and that will be the front piece. So this is the hardest part right here, is just to look at your diagram, make sure everything's going the right direction, everything is nice ironed open, it is squared off. So let's sew that one together and we'll continue. Okay, now I have it all sewn together. As you can see, all the pieces are going the right way. This time we have all the green. I didn't mess that part up. So what I did was, I am going to put batting. I just like to use batting. So I just kind of lightly pinned the batting onto the front. And then I have, this is the back piece. And there's batting there as well. And then we have our 2 lining pieces. So the next thing that we want to do is attach the zipper. So don't be too intimidated. It's not that hard, but this is calling for a little piece that goes on each end of the zipper. So it says fold it in half. So, okay, I'm just going to step out of the way for a second. We're just going to fold it in half like that, and then fold each end to the center. So we have, like, we're going to end up making a tab. Okay, I'll show you once I get it ironed. So that's what our tabs look like. We'll just open up and I'll show you. See, you just fold in half and then fold your 2 pieces in, and we have it like that. So what's calling for, let me see here, is that we're going to put the tab, we're going to cut off a little bit of that zipper, but at where that is. So just a little. Okay. And then we're going to put this in. We're going to sew it. We're just going to top stitch it. Don't go over the steel piece. And then you're going to trim off the edges. And then you're going to cut it. It says to the size here, so 10.5 inches. But remember, when you do this end, open that zipper, because you don't want to cut the zipper off over here, because then your zipper's done. So when you do that side, when you cut it at your 10.5 inches, you're going to, again, put that in there, top stitch it, and cut your 2 ends off, and then you'll have it ready to go. So I'm going to do that right now. Our zipper is now ready to go on to the pouch. So we want to center it. There will be a little bit left over on each edge. That's fine. So we're going to put right sides together so the pull goes down. And then we're going to take one of our lining pieces, and again it says right sides together. So right side, and we're going to sew the zipper down. And when we're done sewing the zipper down, iron away from the zipper, like when that flips over, and you top stitch, and you do that for both sides. So let's get that done, and I'll be back. Okay, see, that wasn't that hard. We have it all sewn in, top stitch. And what I did is I used batting in between here. I didn't use the interfacing that it called for, but you use whatever you want if you want to use batting. And there's also the fusible one if you wanted to try that. Whatever works for you, no batting, no interfacing, whatever you like on this bag. So now we're going to come to the step where we're going to round off these corners. Now I've got this 2¼ inch circle, 2¼ inch circle, and I'm going to just use, I can either draw with a pencil and cut it, or I could just put that down and be very careful, because this is not that thick. This is not like your regular ruler where it's, I don't even know the thickness, but it's, you know, nice thickness on that for your rotary cutter. So I'm just going to take this, and I have to do 4 sides, okay? So make sure that make sure that your lining is everything nice and over. Actually, I'm just going to take that and I'm just going to trim just a bit. It's a bit of that batting that's showing, and I don't like that. Okay, there. I think that looks good. Okay, so let's put, this has little markings, so I'm going to put these little markings right on the edge, and I'm going to use the smaller one. This is, I think this is a 45 millimeter. 28, I'm sorry, this is 28 millimeters. So we're just going to go carefully, just not fast, just a little bit, and then go through all the layers. So I'm going to do that on all 4 corners, and I'll be right back. Now I've trimmed off the corners on all 4 sides, and now you're going to open that zipper halfway, and now you're going to put it together like this, and you're going to sew from one end all the way around, and then when it's sewn together, you're going to pull it through this part. So you're going to put right sides together, sew it all the way around, and then you're going to pull it through the middle. So I will be right back and show you how I pull it through. Okay, I've just turned the bag through, and now I'm going to use this tool here. I think it's Clover, and it's a point turner. So I'm just going to, because we have rounded corners, we're just going to push it down like that. And then the other one as well. So we have the nice rounded corners, and maybe kind of push out the seam at the bottom. Might be a bit of bulk there. But we have, and then just kind of straighten out the sides. And we have, put the zipper on here, and you might want to just give this a nice good press. Corner, I want it to come up just a little more. I might have some bulk there going on. Okay, and then if you wanted to, you could add one of these zipper pulls that we have in the shop here, and you just attach that on there, and just gives it that little extra bling. So there we have it, is our bag, completed bag, and you can surely find 100 uses for it. But as being a cross stitcher, I really like these bags for holding my floss or just a smaller project. So and you know what, they're really pretty. This is the strawberry lemonade line, so let us know what you think. I want to say thank you again for this a wonderful, fun-filled year that we've had, and we're really looking forward to the next year and the next year and the next year. Fingers crossed we can keep on going. Again, keep sewing, keep stitching.